Someone in your life right now is getting ready to betray you. Not a stranger, someone close, someone you have shared things with, someone whose name just crossed your mind right now, and that is not a coincidence. You have already seen the signs, you just did not know what you were looking at. That changes in the next 3 minutes. Here is what nobody tells you about betrayal. It never actually comes out of nowhere. Every single time there is a window, a period before it happens where the person shows you exactly what they are about to do. Small signals, quiet shifts, things that felt slightly off but you could not name. You were not blind, you were not naive, you just did not have the pattern. Now you do. Signal 1, they stop telling you things. Not in an obvious way. They do not go quiet overnight. It is slower than that. You notice you are always the one bringing information to the conversation. They stopped volunteering anything real weeks ago. You thought they were just busy, just distracted. They were not distracted. They were deciding. When someone is about to move against you, they stop feeding you information because information is now a resource they are protecting from you specifically. Pay attention to who suddenly has nothing to say. Signal 2, they start being unusually nice. This one gets people every time because it feels like a good sign. They are warmer, more agreeable, less confrontational. You think the relationship is actually improving. Right at the moment, it is already over behind the scenes. What is actually happening is guilt management. People who are about to betray you often overcorrect in the days or weeks before. The warmth is not real connection. It is distance dressed up to look like closeness. It is someone making peace with a decision they have already made. If the warmth came out of nowhere, trace it. Something triggered it and it was not love. Signal 3, they ask questions that feel slightly off. Stay with me here because this is the one most people miss entirely. They start asking about things that are not their business. Your finances, your plans, who you're close to, what your backup options are. Framed casually, just curious slipped into normal conversation. What they are doing is mapping you. Before someone moves against you, they need to understand your position, your resources, where you are vulnerable. Those questions are not small talk. They are reconnaissance, dressed up as conversation. Next time someone asks something that gives you a half second of unease, do not talk yourself out of that feeling. That feeling is data. Notice something. None of these signals are dramatic. No villain music, no obvious warning, just quiet, small, easy to explain away if you are not paying attention. That is exactly how betrayal survives, by hiding in plain sight inside things that could always mean something else. The person who gets betrayed is almost never caught off guard by the person. They are caught off guard by their own willingness to explain things away. Signal 4, they start separating you from your network. This is the most dangerous one. Subtle comments about the people around you, nothing vicious, just a seed. Are you sure they actually have your back? I heard something, but I did not want to say anything. Small doubts planted carefully over time. They are not protecting you from those people. They are isolating you from anyone who might warn you about them. A person who is about to betray you needs you alone, unsupported, with nowhere to go when it happens. If someone keeps pulling you away from the people who care about you, that is not loyalty, that is positioning. Here's what sits underneath all 4 of these signals. Betrayal is not an event, it is a process. And somewhere inside that process, there is always a moment where you felt something shift and chose to trust the explanation over the feeling. Your instincts are not broken. They were picking up every signal. The problem was never that you could not see it. The problem was that you did not yet have a framework for what you were seeing. Now you do. Trust the unease. Read the patterns. Stop explaining away the signals that keep coming back. The people who deserve to be close to you will never make you work this hard to convince yourself that they do. Drop a comment right now which signal hit closest to home. And if someone came to mind during this video, send it to them. Not as an accusation, as information. Because the version of you that sees these patterns clearly is far harder to betray. See you in the next one.